vanish mines.
Angren lies thousands of leagues from the sea. Yet the Imperial fleet looked chiefly to this land for wood, its ashes and oaks ideal for shipbuilding. The lumber was driven down the Yaruga to shipyards in Sintra and Atra. There, day and night, Nilfgaard's fleet grew and grew. So when Meve heard axes steadily hacking, the continual grind of saws, she halted her force and quickly dispatched scouts. Indeed, they found a lumber camp, banners overhead, the great sun blazing upon them. Though not critical to her mission, Meve was nonetheless tempted to disrupt the invader however she could.
The Emperor awaits a mass flow of logs,
Called the Queen, drawing her sword.
but we shall send him corpses! Formation! Follow me!
When the Lyrians rushed forth with a cry on their lips, the Lumberjacks dropped their axes. Their black-clad guards, though likewise surprised, formed up and stood ready for battle.
Nilfgaardians be like, looks like we got a fresh supply of corpses. Gonna make ourselves a corpse boat. Pumping them full of air so they float. All these bloated corpses turned into a vessel to carry Nilfgaardian troops. Alright, Angreni Gold. The Nilfgaardian coastline extended thousands of miles, so it came as no wonder the Blackclads had an insatiable appetite for the lumber of sycamores and yews. In order to defend such an expanse from the Skelligan pirates, the Emperor needed to maintain a truly massive fleet, its ships numbering in the hundreds. Such an immense armada, however, came at a high price, costing the Empire nearly half its treasury. Shortened battle. No passing for me. My first hand must be perfect. We got one, but we don't need you. So we need you. I'm gonna have that. I'm gonna have all these pit traps. I gotta have slingers. And I definitely need a bomber. There's a bomber. Pickers. Nope, it's bad.
Larvad! Essaytu Navin! Lyrian!
Wise choice.
Ow. What's this? For every 2 units destroyed, boost self by 6 and damage all enemy units by 2. Damage enemy by 2 whenever an ally appears, gain 1 charge. Aye. I could get Odo. I don't want Odo. Let's play my pikeman before I play these guys. Can take up a lot of space, but I don't really have that many units anyway. You want to get the fire going. Let's get that fire going.
That is the white of an eye from half a league away.
You're not who I wanted to play. I want to play you. My bad.
Order!
Make sure I have a row where the pikemen can all fit.
This could hurt!
Play guys in the front row. Slave infantry. Place found a base copy soon. Return transfer plus unit from your graveyard. You killed my slinger.
Angren's gold is not yours to plunder. Begone!
It's because they spawn so many units that turn. You know what? I'm not gonna use a decoy on my. Let's do this. Wait, what? That was my only slinger. You jerk.
Ha!
It's quite a combo you got there. I don't want them to die then.
Move!
Yeah. Display damage an ally by 4 and boost all their units allies by 1. This is interesting. Interesting enemy we got here. Ow, what was that? Oh. Yeah, I guess do it.
Bigger they are, easier they are to target.
Brach! Scheiß!
Okay.
In! Zwei!
Ow. Oh, this is like the antithesis to my deck. It's happening, guys. It's happening. Oh, they're gone. Shoot. Oh no. I have to get rid of that brave card. Ugh.
Ah! This one's got spirit!
Thing about slings, they hide well.
Fight for the Emperor and you might be freed! My pain serves a purpose.
Do I realistically have enough to even get rid of that guy? Well, I can at least damage him. And yeah, that'd be more beneficial. So I'm deployed, so I don't have to really worry about them anymore. Here comes the beam. moment of truth.
Paid late. Again.
Alright. We did it! We did it somehow!
Nilfgaard's ranks folded. Soldiers fled in fright, stumbling over felled trees and corpses. The air was heavy with the scent of resin and blood. As she caught her breath, the queen looked about. Hundreds of trees lay cut down in rows. Oak and ash enough to keep the shipyards working till winter.
I'm gonna get a lot of wood.
Meve ordered the lumber requisitioned, yet one of the loggers approached her. A man with a face like old leather, sawdust in his hair.
Good lady, I know you war hard against Nilfgaard. I know you'd keep timber out of their hands, but then see, we won't get paid. We'll see no coin till Sintra's shipyards see lumber. It's what the Blacklads said. I beg you, have mercy. We're simple folk. Been slaving since spring, got families to feed. And hunger looms ever close in wartime.
Meve looked at the logger's hands. Thick scars, crisscrossed fingers twisted by years of axe work.
This wood I cannot allow to reach Nilfgaardian shipyards.
She said.
Yet neither can I let you go hungry. I shall take the wood and pay you from my own purse.
Where's my wood? I didn't actually get any wood, did I? Yeah. Well, that's disappointing. Sure could have used it.
You've a big heart, my lady. Blisters on me hands from all this work. Weren't enough that calls on me feet, ye gods. You've a big heart, my lady. Not many folk like you, especially not in Angren. A land bedeviled in many ways. You've a big... Never ends, I tell you. We'll never finish this blasted work. Work, work, work. And do I see anything from it? Even a measly, bloody crumb. Got blisters on me hands from all this work. Weren't enough the corns on me feet, ye gods. Work.
Work, work, work. I hear ya. I hear ya, buddy. How we doing? I'll go up. I'll go up there. That's no shortcut. That's a dead end. So I'm thinking with my new setup, I have to get rid of this and take back the one I got rid of. Where are ya? That Royal Decree. Oh, drummers too. I should get drummers. Basically anything that can bring guys back onto the field. So medics, drummers, and that are adept. I don't know what they're called. False hope. Nilfgaardians did their best to avoid service in the god-forsaken swamps of Angren, whose waters teemed with monstrosities thought only to exist in nightmares. Those who were unsuccessful in their efforts took at least some comfort in the fact that they were located far from the front lines. Many had hoped to survive the war without encountering a single enemy force. The Nilfgaardians, it seemed, had never been taught that hope is the mother of fools. Oh, we don't want a knickers. We might take a scytheman. Yeah. This will do. Evil ass. Nilfgaardian champion. Damage an enemy by the number of your allied units. 1. Deploy. Boost self by the number of units in your opponent's hand. After 3 turns, on turn start, repeat the deploy ability.
There's a time to reap, a time to sow, and a time to die.
You're not gonna get to 3 turns, buddy. Oh, there's 2 of you now. What's up with this? This just isn't fair.
I smell a leak.
My boots got sand aplenty in them.
Oh, he might make it. Oh, we'll see. Welcome, hackers, to your death.
You mad? Don't say that!
To the rear with you. Pass. Okay. Are these guys resilient? They're not. What can I get from them? Nope. I'll leave it as is. And I will pass as well.
Tell me you jest.
This could hurt.
Now you're on fire too. Let's play a pikeman.
For Rivia!
Off to the front yet again.
Good enough for me. Oh no. I have like 7 cards, and I have 10. Did I miscalculate? I must have miscalculated. They don't have blitz. Nobody has blitz. Again, no blitzes. I'm not gonna. Well, I might because of Gascon. So I really would like to actually have some more traps, but there you go.
Nilfgaard!
Whenever an enemy unit appears in the range row, strength itself by 3, and whenever an enemy unit appears in the melee row, boost all units in hand by 1. Then I shan't place a unit.
Ever have a stone knock out one of your teeth?
Off to the front yet again.
You don't really sound very happy about being
Have
sent
it
to
the
the
white
front,
of an eye from half a league away.
these veterans.
Quiet! What the gods are we here?
Bigger they are, easier they are to target.
I get to use all my chargers for the first time. I'm excited.
Off to the front yet again.
Before that happens. What happened? Who died? Why'd you kill him?
Hey?
I'm gonna see how low I can get them. For the heck of it.
Fear not! We shall achieve our goal!
They're all gonna die.
Her Majesty is exceptional.
I did not have to use all my
Coin
charges.
never stinks, no matter
Okay.
how rank the pouch.
Bit traps plus slingers, man. That's where it's at. Darkest nights, darkest dreams, cheeks are split with bloody streams. Neath the depths our mistress waits, drunk on terrors her appetite sates. Strength she saps, muddies the head, lures you in, kind words she said. Then swamp you enter to find your end, rejoice. Rejoice for now, you've yet time to spend. Will I finish off that dead end? I think that's what I'll do. Gonna finish off that dead end, and then And then I'm calling it. Calling it quits for the day. As much fun as I've been having. My lady, our scouts report that substantial riches are located in this abandoned hovel, along with a swarm of vermin. The floor is black with the blood of bloated leeches and maggots. Bats hang from the ceiling and spiderwebs cover the windows. I called for volunteers to recover the valuables. None stepped forward. They're too afraid. Then I shall choose them myself. You, and you in the back. Off you go.
Entering the swamp's easy. Trouble's getting out. Entering the swamp's entering.
That's all you gotta say. I guess that's why you're still here. Boy, oh boy. What is this?
In the distance, Meve spotted a spindle-like shape, which soon proved an enormous, dark obelisk. It stood in the middle of a wetland clearing. Dozens of iron rings dangled from its shaft, clinking and rattling in gusts of wind. Cows, donkeys, and dogs were gathered round the stone, all tied to the rings by ropes. Their hides showed many shallow cuts, seeping blood, festering, drawing mosquitoes in swarms. A number of the animals struggled against their cords, while others, near dead, lay still in the wet, tall grass. Across the clearing, folk emerged from the woods, a handful of peasants with a mule in tow. The beast resisted, stomped and planted its hooves, perhaps sensing its gruesome fate. The queen decided to question the peasants, and soon learned the animals were their sacrifice to the swamp gods.
They're all about, dearie. Very close. Oh, very, very close.
The toothless old woman whispered.
They hide neath murky waters. Can't feed when they hear the drip, drip of blood. The gods look kindly on those what make an offering.
Sure. I hope it's not a person. It better not be a person.
All lands have their customs. All lands have their gods.
Said Meve.
'Twould be rash to offend them. We too must make an offering.
The crone was pleased and eager, and did nothing to hide it. When the soldiers came forth with an ox, she helped tie its lead to a ring on the stone. She then took a bone knife to the skin over its ribs and sliced. Blood trickled, the water turned red, and then it boiled.
The gods accept your offering, milady,
said the old woman, her smile toothless midst a face craggy as bark.
and we'd like to thank you for respecting our ways. Come round the village. Grub and drink'll be ample, and the tale's right strange, I dare say.
Meve took the crone up on her offer. The hamlet proved exceedingly modest, but the villagers prepared a welcome deserving of their guests. At long last, the Lyrians could enjoy a warm meal and dry their ever-wet clothes. The old hag spun her tales the whole night through, of the elves who once lived there, of Iskith's bogs, of dead trees that bore ghastly fruit, and finally, of Gernichora, the swamp's supreme mistress and most highly revered deity. The Lyrians left the village the following morn, their eyes rested, their bellies full.
Anything else up here? Doesn't look like it. Alright. I think I'm done. Let's see what we can build. Workshop. What would I rather have? I mean, probably that. So I guess I won't build anything right now. Alright, so I guess that's that. This is Lost Worm. You've been watching The Worm's Turn. I've been playing Thronebreaker, The Witcher Tales. If you've enjoyed this video, give it a like. Subscribe to my channel. It will maybe one day help me out. I just want to say that in the description there are timestamps, so if there's parts that, I mean, you've already watched the whole video probably, but if there are parts of the video that you're more interested in, you can always look in the description of all my videos, click the timestamp to find like the battles or exploration or development or whatever. That's it for today. Have a good one.